everybody, we're back. We just saw The Secret Life of Pets. We are straight out of the theater. It was an early screening, hence the strange daylight. Yes, daylight is this Daystar thing I do not like. This is going to be our all-spoiler video, so here's your warning. Spoilers, 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 spoilers. If you do not want spoilers, there is a no-spoiler review. The link is in the description, or something's popping up right about now, or did, that you can click on, check that out. Then hopefully you'll come on back and check out our all-spoiler review. Okay, ready? You gone? All right, cool. First thing we'll tell you, we were just meh.
Is there really anything to spoil?
Yeah, there's really, I mean, again, all the funniest things are in the trailers, as we were saying in the non-spoiler video. And if you've seen those trailers a billion times, it's like, oh, I'm so sick of those jokes. They're good jokes, but when you've seen them a billion times, there's really nothing else added to it.
Didn't we get to the point where we were talking along with the trailers?
Yeah, we could pretty much word for word do the trailers, so that was annoying. Kevin Hart was pretty awesome, though. He was probably the highlight of the movie. His whole flushed pets rebelling against humans and all that. That was kind of neat. The thing with the Viper, the 3D with the Viper was pretty sweet, though. Like, all coming out in your face and everything.
I liked, actually, the snakes that were...
Oh, yeah, the password snakes. That was cute. I mean, look, other than those trailer jokes, if you had not really seen them, those were the laugh-out-loud jokes. There were lots of chuckles through the movie, and giggles and stuff like that. You know, so, I mean, it's more of a kid's movie than a family film in terms of, you know, the kids were laughing a lot more, and there's not really those more subtle jokes for the adults to enjoy. So that was a little annoying. Yeah. Definitely one of those movies where it's like, oh, there's lots of cute stuff, and they tried to make things very cute, and it was very cute. So that was kind of nice. You know, you saw a nice little cameo I missed.
I saw Gru.
Yeah, because it's the same company that does Minions. Obviously, we'll talk about the short in a minute. But yeah, Despicable Me. So Illumination is the company, and Gru is in the background.
So it's where the dogs are being walked to the park, and like when they get to the park, if you look in the background, you'll see Gru walking by. Yeah, so I'm anxious to see that again. And then I caught towards the end when all the pets returned to their owners at the end. The little boy's hamster, when he crawled in on the nightstand, was a little minion figure. So that was another little touch. And of course, when the bus, you may have seen that in the trailers too, it has a poster for Sing on the back. Which is the upcoming movie. Right, another Illumination film. And hopefully that one will be much better. Hopefully. I mean, again, this wasn't terrible. It was just meh. I mean, it really was just kind of middle of the road meh. It's going to make a lot of money because they promoted the crap out of it, and the kids are going to like it. But I don't know how. It'll be interesting to see what kind of drop off it has on the second weekend, once the word of mouth kind of goes around. You know, like it's not going to have the legs of Finding Dory. Because Dory Leia, but still, because that thing is just raking in the money. Yeah, that's what you come here for these channels for. Those awesome jokes. I thought we were good. Oh yeah. One thing I will say, just for interesting artistic choices, they set in the fall, which worked really well because it gave them a broader color palette with the trees turning various colors between green, yellow, orange, and red. Yeah, so. That's
a very good point. It is a very beautiful movie. It's extremely well animated and designed and textured and lit, all that stuff. Excellent. It's on a technical level, it's extremely well done. It's just the story's a little lacking, the jokes are a little lacking. Didn't care about any of the characters except Gidget. I did like Gidget, and I don't know, just because she was kind of cute, and her love for Matt, her unrequited love until the end.
She reminds you of you, didn't she?
I had not made the connection, but that is probably why I actually connected emotionally to Gidget. I was like, that's a character I can relate to. So, yeah, basically, if someone ever steals your collar and you go missing, I will unite all our friends to come find you. And I will beat the shit out of everybody on that bridge. Because, come on, that was actually pretty damn cool, though. Yeah. Like, all the flushed animals come to attack Max at the end, and he's actually teamed up with the rabbit, but the rabbit's unconscious and in Max's mouth, so all the other animals think he's going to try and eat him. But then Gidget shows up and, like, Neo Matrix the crap out of every single thing on that bridge, and that was a pretty sweet sequence.
Die! Hi, Max!
Yeah. And Max is just like, oh. You can see him falling in love. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, we're having trouble with this one because there's not a lot to spoil. So the voice cast was kind of interesting. I mean, you know, Kevin Hart, always entertaining. She was surprised to see Dana Carvey's name in the thing. He played Pops, the paralyzed one.
Well, that's because Dana Carvey does the different voices, so if you don't see him.
Yeah, fair enough. But then there was a line in like the end of the credits from Pops. I could kind of hear his voice after I figured out that's who it was. I'm like, oh yeah, I guess it does sound like Dana Carvey.
Was it Albert Brooks as the hawk?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Tiberius.
Yeah, but I recognized that one pretty much right away because he has such a distinctive voice.
Well, this is one that says like, that's always familiar. Who the hell is?
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I say right away, I mean like I had to have that thought process. Yeah, and then I'm like, oh yeah, Albert Brooks. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm terrible with that though.
Well, but that's because you're good with names. I'm good with voices. She's good with names. There we go. You can let me have that. We'll pretend that's true. But yeah, I mean, we're struggling. Like, we're struggling trying to figure out what do we even tell you about this movie? Because, again, everything good was in the trailers. There's a lot more to it. There's a lot more jokes. Like, they crush the Viper. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's one thing. That went over the top. One bit of rubble comes down on the Viper. Okay. Yeah. Another bit of rubble comes down on the Viper. Okay. Giant chunk of roof comes down. Okay. Mm-hmm. But then it explodes and catches on fire. It's like, why?
That might have been a bridge too far.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if that was meant as a pun, but I'm taking it as one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So moments like that, like it's kind of inconsistent in that, like they build a real world and then they do some extremely cartoony things that are beyond the rules they've established, kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, again, and it's not a bad movie. It's so middle of the road. That's just my problem. It's kind of, and Illumination had been killing it for a while. This one's kind of a backward step for me.
Different writers, maybe?
Possibly. I guess we should, we can look into that and see. But
So that post-credit scene.
Yeah, it's more of a, I guess it's really more of a mid-credit scene. That's actually really cute because you have the wiener dog and the pug come up the stairs in costumes. Mm-hmm. And first the wiener dog's cute because of the teddy bear thing, but the pug is dressed as a minion, so that sold me right there. I'm like, yeah,
I'm pretty sure you can buy that costume over at PetSmart right now.
Yeah, I know. Like, I think I've seen pictures of pugs in that costume, so that was totally worth it. And then they go over to the moshing, head-banging poodle, loves
Leonard.
all the... Yeah, Leonard, there you go. And he's having a big house party, and then the owner comes home, and everybody hides, and the pig falls, and all that stuff. So that's pretty cool. The pig had, it turns out he had come from a tattoo school, so they were all practicing their tattooing art on him, so that was kind of neat. But yeah, so, that's pretty much the movie. Really, the only other thing we can talk about is Mower Minions, the 4 or 5 minute short film beforehand, which actually we really enjoyed. We laughed very, very hard at a lot of that.
Yeah, and speaking of, actually, that reminds me, I didn't see him, but if anybody happened to spot the dog from Despicable Me, that really scary looking one.
Yeah, maybe. He might have been hiding somewhere in the background.
Yeah,
you can tell us. You can tell us where it was. We probably will never look for it, but it's fun to know.
Yeah, I'm just curious to see it if he actually made it in the under the sewer.
Right. Yeah, with all the flushed pets or something hiding out in the background. It's very, very possible, or maybe even Gru was walking him in the park. I don't know, because you saw it. I missed Gru.
I don't remember him seeing.
But it was Blink and you.
Blink
and you miss it. So yeah. But anyways, Mower Minions. Speaking of Gru, that was really, really funny. My only complaint, and again, where it's a short film, is like really condensed. I feel like they could have spread it out like an extra minute because it was like joke. There was no. And even in short films, you still have a little bit of the up and down rhythm pacing. But again, that's a minor complaint because I was really laughing at a lot of that stuff. The whole idea that they see a blender to make banana shakes and they're like, oh, and they go to do yard work to make the money. And of course they suck at the yard work. Oh, but God, like the one minion in like the hazmat suit picking up the dog poop and the other minion that freaked out about the exploding gnome. And then he comes over to hyperventilate in the bag of dog poop. It starts turning green. Stuff. And then like the old folks they're doing the yard work for just dying laughing. They're like, we haven't laughed this hard since Betty started rollerblading or whatever. And then they did a little bit of that, and that was really, really funny. So, but then I just love that adorable shot of after they had clearly had the blender sitting on the table. They're there watching TV again, and they're all just like super fat and bloated, like can't even reach the button anymore. The commercial's like, do you have the blender? Well, now you tired of pushing your own buttons? Yeah. Well, now you can get the new and improved model that pushes the buttons for you. A little robot arm comes out of it and pushes the button. That was great. And they're like, this is gonna make money. So that was really, really cool. So I really liked that.
Yeah.
Illumination, you know how to do the Minions. Shame about Secret Life of Pets, at least in our opinions.
Yeah.
You know, maybe we're wrong, but...
Hoping Sing is much better.
Yeah, because it has a lot of potential to be great. And we mentioned it in the non-spoilers, but in case you don't watch both and you've been following our reviews, I'll do the story really quickly. If you saw our Angry Birds review and our Finding Dory review about the same couple that, you know, is the loud, talky, obnoxious lady and the husband that won't stay off his phone. Yeah, before the movie started, I recognized, ooh, this is an animated movie. First screening, there are 3 empty seats beside me. Guess who took those 3 empty seats? Yes, you got it. This time I sat next to the husband and decided, well, at least I'll see who's more annoying, the talky wife or the guy who won't stay off his phone. The guy who won't stay off his phone, far more annoying. Literally on it for throughout half the movie, checking it every, you know, just assholes. But anyways.
So we need to start inviting like 2 more people to come out with us.
Right. I even the thought even crossed my mind, like I should just start booking the entire row. I'm like, anytime it's an animated movie now, I'm just gonna book us in a different row, see if we can get away from them.
The thing is, but if you get behind them, you're gonna
I know. That's what I was thinking. Maybe the handicap row up front. I don't like to do that, but you know, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, but oh man, now I'm like you. I had one more thought.
Sorry to interrupt, but we forgot something very cool and important. In the middle of the movie, we got a preview for Sausage Party. Yeah, there was a whole dream sequence about eating sausages, and they end up in a land of animated sausage people, and all either of us can think is Sausage Party.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. Oh, look at that lighting. That was worth interrupting for just for that. But yeah, so that was probably the highlight of the movie, Sausage Party. Sweet. Okay, but back to past Eric and Mary. Hi, guys.
Yeah, one other thing I did want to throw out about Secret Life of Pets is, again, where I was just kind of mad with it. I kind of got bored. It's one of those rare times I'm like, okay, I'm ready for this to be over. I literally did have the thought at one point, I wish we were watching Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates instead. Because, you know, we got all these concerts coming up this weekend, so we only really got one movie for this weekend, and there's like 3 awesome ones opening, and I feel like we probably ended up going to the least interesting.
Did Mike and Dave open up last week?
No, that opens this week, and Stephen King's Cell opens this week. I would have been more interested in either of those. We might still get a chance to see them, just, you know, obviously not because of the weekend with all the awesome concerts, not complaining, concerts are worth it. But yeah, this will make the most money, but it's probably the least interesting of the movies opening this week.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, unfortunately.
Although it might be the only one you can take your kids to, so.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty darn sure that's for sure. Well, I mean, there's that Bollywood movie Sultan.
That actually looked really good.
Yeah, we were like, what is Sultan? They had one screening for it, like today only. I don't know if it's like tomorrow or anything, but it actually looked pretty cool. And I was like, oh, we watched the trailer a minute ago. I was like, I kind of wish we'd seen that instead. But it's cool they're doing Bollywood movies. Of course, I was like, really? Regal advertised Swiss Army Man. Our Regal didn't get Swiss Army Man, and they got this Bollywood movie. They didn't even get Swiss Army Man. I need to see Swiss Army Man 1,800,000 more times. Go watch those reviews. Go see that movie. It needs all the awards. Anyway, I think that's about it. You got anything else to add? It's a shorty, guys.
No, we're done.
Yeah, we're done. All right. Well, you know the drill. Spoiler away in the comments. This is the spoiler video. We can talk about it. You can tell us we're wrong and disagree. It's totally fine. We may disagree. But we can talk all about it down in the comments. I'm thumbs up of encouragement because that's what helps me remember what I'm supposed to say. And subscribe if you're... not really. But it does encourage me. Subscribe if you're new here. We do all kinds of fun, nerdy, geeky stuff every single day on the TheEricButts channel. And generally, we're much more happy and more geeking out about these movies. I'm sorry, this is just one of those duds for us. And share with your friends so we can all party and geek out together, because that's what this channel is all about, just having a good old time. And you love this channel, you don't get enough, you want a little bit more, you want to support the channel and help it grow and get bigger even faster, check out the link to Patreon. You might like it, you might not. No pressure, but, you know, at least check it out, because if you like it, you like it. Right? I guess is that how that works? Oh my god. Okay, well, yeah, God, you're not... She's telling me to wrap it up. I'm stretching for time. Inside baseball, industry speak. Okay, yep, shutting up. And we're gonna get out of here, and we will see you guys later.